2025 is proving to be the year ransomware truly exploded. New gangs have emerged seemingly overnight, some using never-before-seen tactics. Breaches are bigger, bolder, and far more damaging than we've seen in previous years. Entire industries have been shaken, from healthcare to manufacturing, and even the global supply chain. Today, we dive into the top 5 ransomware attacks of the year so far, the ones that dominated headlines, exposed huge security flaws, and forced organizations to rethink how they defend themselves. Attack 1. Healthcare Devastation, DaVita Breach. Our first case is one of the most devastating ransomware incidents in healthcare history. DaVita, one of America's largest dialysis and kidney care providers, was targeted in March 2025 by the Interlock ransomware gang. On March 24th, attackers infiltrated DaVita's laboratory servers through a compromised vendor account. Once inside, they exfiltrated an estimated 1.5 terabytes of sensitive patient data, including full names, residential addresses, phone numbers, and social security numbers. This breach didn't just hit a few systems. It impacted over 900,000 patients nationwide. The data's sensitivity means these victims are now prime targets for identity theft, fraudulent medical claims, and phishing scams for years to come. DaVita responded by sending breach notifications reporting the incident to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and offering victims free Experian identity monitoring and $1 million in identity theft insurance. Still, experts warn that once this type of data is leaked, it's effectively permanently compromised. Attack 2. Global Ransomware Surge and Key Threat Actors. Ransomware is no longer just a series of isolated incidents. It's a coordinated, global criminal economy. The Scalar Threat Lab's 2025 ransomware report confirmed a jaw-dropping 146% year-over-year increase in attacks worldwide. The US alone accounted for half of all global incidents, making it the world's ransomware epicenter. The hardest hit industries were manufacturing, 1,063 attacks, technology, 922 attacks, healthcare, 672 attacks. Beyond just locking up systems, cybercriminals have shifted their strategy toward data theft and double extortion. In total, 238 terabytes of stolen data were reported this year, nearly double 2024's figures. 3 ransomware groups dominated the landscape. RansomHub -833 known victims, Akira -520 known victims, Clop2 488 known victims. These gangs are not just hacking random targets. They're carefully selecting high-value victims, exploiting unpatched systems, and demanding multi-million-dollar ransoms. Attack 3. Supply Chain Shock Microsoft SharePoint Vulnerability. In July 2025, a critical zero-day flaw in Microsoft SharePoint used by hundreds of thousands of organizations was exploited by the Warlock ransomware gang. Within days, over 400 enterprise networks were breached, affecting governments, banks, and healthcare systems. The attackers stole sensitive documents and deployed ransomware before most victims realized they'd been compromised. Experts now stress that zero-trust security is essential to counter supply chain risks. Attack 4. VPN Weakness Exposed, SonicWall Hit. Also in July, the Akira ransomware group targeted SonicWall SSL VPN devices using either stolen credentials or an unpatched zero-day to bypass authentication. This allowed them to move inside networks and cripple systems within hours. Even patched devices were affected, showing that MFA alone is no longer enough. Experts recommend layered defenses like geo-blocking, device posture verification, and network segmentation. Attack 5. Ransomware Forces Bankruptcy, Einhaus Group. The Einhaus Group, a German phone repair and insurance company, was attacked by the Royal A Black Suit ransomware gang. Critical files were encrypted and 200,000 euros was demanded. Even after payment, customer trust collapsed, operations stalled, and recovery costs mounted. Within months, the company went bankrupt. This case underscores how ransomware can destroy entire businesses, not just data. Trends emerging in 2025. 1. Data theft and extortion are replacing basic encryption tactics as criminals aim for leverage. 2. Zero-day exploitation, targeting flaws before patches exist, is surging. 3. The US is now ransomware's global epicenter with high-value, poorly protected targets. 4. Gang specialization is growing. Some aim for Chaos Akira, Ransom Hub, others for Precision Warlock. Defense and prevention survival basics. Deploy cloud-native, AI-driven threat detection. Implement zero-trust architecture to limit internal privileges. Patch critical systems quickly, especially VPNs and collaboration tools. Maintain offline, encrypted backups and test recovery plans. Train staff to spot phishing and suspicious links. Bottom line, the ransomware landscape in 2025 is more aggressive, fast-moving, and destructive than ever. These steps aren't optional, they're the minimum required to stay in the fight. Stay alert, stay informed, stay secure.